Hi everyone, welcome to the Easter weekend and this episode 2 of the Lawson Cypress. Let's do bonsai. So here we are with the Lawson Cypress, and as you can see the branches are extremely leggy and the foliage is right on the end. Now normally these, hey Pete, you alright? Normally these trees grow in a triangular straight upright fashion. And they're used as rows of, the coniferous trees, and they'd be used for borders, rows of them all together to create a fence line, a border line. But what we're going to try and do is do a bit of wiring on this today, and just try and change the shape and make it look like something that resembles more of a bonsai. They're very flexible trunks and branches, so hopefully we'll be able to get some good bends on the tree. It sits very well in this pot. It's nice and sturdy in there from where we repotted it, so that's all good. So we'll get some wire and we'll start having a look at bending it into shape. So the first one that we're going to look at is this main branch line, the tallest one of the two. It's got some nice thick foliage at the top, which I'm hoping that we can bend it down to create a pad at the top, and then we may have to do some fine wiring into the top just to keep that flat. So the thickest wire I've got here is some 5mm wire, and I think that we're going to have to go with that for this branch. So if I can just untangle it. You alright in there, Pete? You want to come out? Come on then. Good boy. So we'll take some wire and we'll begin taking it around the tree. Not making it too tight so that it's got some growth pattern to make still, but tight enough that it'll allow us to bend it. We will do the standard 2-branch method, and we'll just take it onto this branch, take it around to a point where we'll be able to bend that one. So hopefully up the top here we can use the wire to bend that down. We might have to double up on the wire because it's quite in fact I do have another solution for this. So I have some J brackets, and my idea being is I can place the J bracket on the edge of the pot using that nice lip that's on there. We'll twist some wire onto it, and then we will bring branch down into position and just twist the wire to help create it. We will probably need just to use some fine wire to level off that pad, but that will give us our leveling off for the flat pad up there, and then this branch we will be able to bend around to give us our low level pad. Just there. I think the 5mm, even though it was our biggest, wasn't the best as we go, but that's give us 2 of our levels, and then we just need to try and keep it contained within the planting. So as we look round, we've got a smaller branch here which we can create a little bit of movement to suit ourselves and pull that into position. So we'll just get a bit of wire on for that. We just need to get the wire around, but try not to damage the foliage so that that can keep growing nicely. But that's give us a nice bit of something to work with there, and we'll just take the wire around the branch to create its anchor point. And then I can create our little movement there. So we then cast our mind across over to this branch. So we'll take the next upright branch and just come into there with some more wire, and we will get onto this branch that we would like to just tease down ever so slightly. So we'll use some thinner wire just to try and get it to an angle where we would like it. That's got it just to there. So that's gave us our little pad there. This one at the top, I'm going to try to just wire up at the very top. Come on, Pete. these are seeming to level off quite nicely, so a little bit of wire on this one just to level that off. That one's leveling off on its own, and we'll put a little bit of wire up top on here and here just to create the small levels. So we'll just come around this branch with a little bit of wire, and we'll take it down this branch first, trying not to damage the foliage where it's growing from. So in between where it's growing out of. So we can level that off. The rest of that is quite level on its own. And then the pad underneath, we will just take that around ever so slightly if we can, just to create a little bit more. Obviously this is very early in the process of what we're going to try to do with this one, so it's nowhere near the finished article. We may end up redesigning it time and time again. But we'll just try and get a look of something for now, and hopefully we can start it to look anything like what our end goal may end up being. And then just a last piece of wire up here, just to get that leveling of the pad. So normally you would be looking to put it onto another branch using the 2-branch method, but they're very leggy, these. Hopefully we'll get some back budding and things, and we may be able to pull it back in, but that's a bit of something for now. And then this one here, we will get some more wire. Come around the branch, in between the foliage, trying not to damage it. We will just use another one of these J hooks just to tease this branch down. To get it to the level that we want it at. We do just have this last branch that I'm just going to try and put a bit of wire on and twist it around so that it's getting some sunlight. Just work that through the foliage again. And then we can twist that around and get it into the position that we're looking for it. And that should do for now. So we'll let that sit in the position that it's in, and we'll let it grow, and then we'll come back and do a lot more shaping and pruning and styling work to it. It's very, very far off where it's going to be. We've given ourselves lots of opportunities and options for where the growth is going to go. It's going here, there and everywhere. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is what we're looking at the moment, and it does look a bit of a mess. We've got lots of foliage in lots of different areas, but we'll see how it grows and how it performs. And then some of these branches we may decide to make them deadwood, you know, create lots of different movement and opportunities. So yeah, there's a lot to be done with this one. So the tree has been put back up on the wall in pride of place. It looks pretty good up there. We'll just have to wait and see how it grows throughout this spring and summer period. So for Let's Do Bonsai, I've been Scott Winard. I'll see you again in the next video.